Alright folks, welcome back to the Marshall Football Revamped Dynasty. Today we're just doing our off-season stuff. Now of course Tyshawn Chapman is leaving. It's a sad day. He was a good receiver for us, very fast. Raphael Gales, the fact that he's just graduating and not going to the NFL because his overall, I forgot to boost his overall up before this part of the season, but there's no way this guy isn't at least like a top 3 round draft pick. One defensive player of the year, defensive end of the year, pretty much 2 years running. So this dude is, in my headcanon, going to the NFL at least by round 3. I mean, you don't get like 50 TFLs and not get a chance. Leon Hart was really good for us. Jacoby Henderson pretty much did some good work at cornerback. AJ Turner, of course, was like our secondary back, but he did a lot of good stuff for us. Larry Branch, a lot of pancakes in that man's life. Toby Payne, of course, really held down the tight end position pretty well. Richter, again, he's finally leaving. We're losing a lot of offensive linemen. Jalen Slappy, so it's going to be a tough little rebuild. Easton Messer, great blocker, came on towards the end. Western Kentucky transfer, really proud of him. Vernon Teague, underrated member of the defensive line. Mike Green, of course, did his thing. Jaden Yates. Holmes, our punter we never really saw. Didn't do too much work out there, but losing more offensive lineman depth. And of course, we can't forget about Marquise Boston. The walk-on finally got a scholarship. If you missed his special episode, you'll have to go back and watch it. But going to be sad to see all these guys leave. Some interesting transfer portal guys. Lenoris Sellers, we know he's got speed. Hitting the transfer portal pretty hard. We got 4-star quarterback Lenoris Sellers, a true OG. We might as well get any quarterback on the team, and he decided, I mean, he might try to compete for the starting job. He might be better than Ernest Suggs. I don't really know, but I feel like Suggs has definitely earned the position. We're also going to sign Jeremiah Smith-Yates, another transfer portal guy. Going to sign Roy Callaway, a 4-star free safety. That hair is just magnificent. You can tell he definitely puts a lot of time into it. Going to sign Von Blue, a running back. Willie Goodacre, a 4-star left guard. I'm really trying to shore up that offensive line this year. Ashton Lewis, a right tackle, 4-star. We pretty much got anyone we wanted in the transfer portal this year. Trace Callaway, another right tackle from Cincinnati, Ohio, my stomping grounds. So that was a fantastic transfer portal class. We still got 2 more we're looking at here, but I mean, this is a lot of good talent coming in. I mean, we're competing with Tennessee and Kentucky for Lenoris Sellers, some good teams, Clemson. But taking a look here, great throw power. What's he at? A junior, so he's still got time. I mean, that ball carrier vision, this man might as well be playing running back. I wonder if he could switch his positions. 90 speed, 92 XL. We're also going to sign Jeremiah Smith-Yates, another good receiver in the room, great catching. Yeah, he's going to be a good piece. We lost Easton Messer and Tyshawn Chapman, so we definitely need some receiving help. We're going to sign Roy Callaway, the man with the good hair. He's got some good abilities, 92 play recognition. He doesn't got a ton of speed, but he's a good safety, got some decent tackling. Going to sign Von Blue, man. That guy is, you can tell that, again, we're getting a lot of guys with great hair products, and they take really good care of their hair, so I don't know what that says about us necessarily, but we can always use some guys in the running back room. Again, I got a lot of guys in the running back room, so I don't necessarily know what I want to do with them, and so if anybody can help me with some position changes maybe that they think will be good, I'm open to hearing about it. 93 change of direction is very good. Willie Goodacre, 4-star left guard. I mean, 90 lead block, 88 pass block power. I mean, he's got some, we lost a lot on the offensive line. You know, we feed him a lot of McDonald's, a lot of fast food spots, a lot of, Domino's pizza. We just shove him and make him as gluttonous as possible. But this guy's looking really good. This right guard, we got Ashton Lewis, a nice full beard. He's got 87 pass block finesse, 87 power. We're also going to get Trace Callaway. I went heavy on the offensive line, 88 pass block power. Wow, this guy's, I mean, he's only 3-star, but he looks better than the other guys, if I'm being honest. All right, final week of the transfer portal, we signed Quinnen Ford. We signed Cooper Young, a right guard. Signed Javon Sapp. That was a last-minute Hail Mary on this guy. A center from Wheeling, West Virginia, kind of a hometown kid. So Quinnen Ford, I mean, coming in with an 87 man coverage as a sophomore, really good. He's not necessarily the biggest speedster, but 94 XL I think will help. Cooper Young, a right guard, 99 strength. This man is putting in work. He is not going to like our fast food diet. But strong grip, only a normal dev, but, I mean, looks like a good player. We also get Javon Sapp, another center. I'm just really trying to build depth. Screen enforcer, second level. He's a freshman transfer, impact development. This guy could be very good. 89 impact blocking. So we signed a lot of players. I'm going to go look up the dev traits here. Atagwe is only a normal dev. That's kind of disappointing. The big quarterback we signed, Ramon Franks, is only normal development. That makes me also sad. Derek Toppins, the safety with the name Toppins, has elite development. So this guy, if we can keep him here, looks like he's going to be a masterclass performer. Larry Funk, the gem receiver 4-star that we got that we knew was going to be a beast. 97 speed, has elite development. This guy is going to be a problem. This guy, we need to force feed him the ball. Let's be honest. I'm also going to go ahead and switch Toppins over to strong safety since we got more than we need over on the free safety side. Alright, I've kind of been deliberating on Buck Payne because he's a solid user linebacker with the speed he has, but I'm going to go ahead and put him at left end because I think he's going to get some abilities and I think he'll grow from there, and we do need some help at that position. Alright, after I have kind of come to a decision, based on our team's level, I think we fit good in the Big 12. We're going to have a lot of teams we face that are on our level or around our level. It won't be like the Sun Belt where we're facing 76 overall. I think for us, this is going to be the best fit. We'll be in here with Cincinnati. West Virginia, like to play them a little bit. Alright, so here we go. We're getting close to the start of the season. I got a schedule. I got Southern Miss because Charles Huff is there and he's just a scumbag, so I feel like I'd like to beat up on them on the opener. We got Ohio. We got Boise State, got a little bit of a history with. I put Georgia on the schedule as well because they knocked us out last year of the college football playoffs, and I want to kind of gauge where we're at as a team with that game. Got a James Madison, Miami. Got Toledo. Shout out to the Jamp Man, my running back coach. To end the year, we got UCF and we got number 21 Oklahoma State. So that's how the schedule's looking this year. I figure it's fair. Got some patsies, but got some tough games on there as well. Alright, so taking a look at our final depth chart here, I know people are going to be shocked, but Ernest Suggs, as a junior, will be getting redshirted. Lenore Sellers is a senior. We got him transferred over here. I know it's transfer portal magic, but he has to start. I mean, it's his last year. What are we going to do? Make him sit on the bench, get Ernest some coffee, pick up his laundry? Like, we can't do it. So Lenore Sellers, 84 overall, will be our starting quarterback this year. 1 year kind of stopgap. Give Ernest Suggs a little time. Frank Dahl will remain as backup. I mean, Lenoris is never going to be fumbling the ball, let's be honest. His deep throw accuracy is not where we necessarily need it to be, but the throw on the run, I think, will get the job done. And the throw power is 93, so that's how I'm looking at it. And he does got the option king and the break sack ability. We don't run a ton of option, but maybe we'll start to do it this year. He's got improved break sack ability, gold. Starting back's going to be the transfer, Vaughn Blue, and Tony Brewer will, of course, be in the mix. He's going to still be getting a ton of carries. He's going to be our third down back, going to be where we need him. I got Antoine Pettis as our fullback, even though he can't block worth a shit. We don't use a ton of fullback, but when he's going to be out there, I'm going to be trying to get him the ball. And it's just a speedy option, to be honest. Receiver room, Smith Yates is going to be our starting guy, kind of our decoy. Larry Funk, too much speed. He's physical. He's going to take Carlos's spot on the outside. He's going to burn some people. And Carlos, we're going to move him into the slot, take Tyshawn Chapman's place. Don't know how it's going to work out, but he's got the speed and everything to get it done. And he did great last year. I think he's going to do great this year. Marcel will stay at that number 4 spot. I got Mwamba as our tight end, even though he can't block worth a crap. We don't need a lot of tight end blocking, so I'm going to just have him out there as a mismatch with 95 speed. Left tackle is going to be the senior transfer, Ashton Lewis, 89 overall. That's very solid. Got a good backup out there as well. Bruce Finch staying at that left guard spot. Corey Teal's going to stay at center, even though he's more of a guard. He did great last year, so we got to let him do it. Goodacre's going to go ahead and back up both guard spots. Really solid work. Kevin Lane, a transfer, I believe, if my math serves me correctly, will be the starter. Right tackle could be a little better, but Trace Callaway, the Cincinnati guy. Left end's going to be Zach Traylor. Right end's going to be pretty much McAllister and George Bridge. He's had a good boost. Denzel Cahill was our right end, but I'm moving him to DT because he's got a 90 overall, so Carruthers will move into the 2 spot, and Curry will be our rotation guy. Bankston's going to be our left linebacker. Dillard will be middle. Damn, that man's just completely gray. He looks like Godfather. He looks like one of those guys from Skyrim. What do they call those dudes? The guys who could really shout. I forget their names. Jason Clark. Really good right linebacker, 91 overall. Cornerback room's going to look relatively the same. We didn't have a ton of big jumps, but it's definitely a serviceable group. We're going to have the senior transfer Roy Calloway play strong safety. Think he's got the chops to get it done. Punter is going to be Mr. Shane Mevis. I feel like we just pulled this guy out of like the local Home Depot or something. Like it was his first job and he was just working there, and we just said, we need a punter, because I didn't recruit one because I am just a menace to society. And Antoine Pettis will be doing all returning duties this year.
Coach, you guys made a big splash in the offseason signing Lenoris Sellers from South Carolina out of the transfer portal. Can you kind of give us an idea of how that came about and your future plans at the quarterback position?
Yeah, well, as you know, he was pretty much the most high-profile transfer portal quarterback in there. Obviously, we're coming off a very successful season in which we made it to the college football playoffs, put up a great game against Georgia, almost moved on, won the Sun Belt, went 13-1. So I think that probably intrigued him for his senior year to see what he could do here, as we got a lot of pieces in place to get to that same spot again this year. But I think the finishing touches of it were Coach Lewis and Coach Wilson. They did a really good job at getting us a Little Debbie sponsorship this year. So you know how the NIL is. It's big time. And Coach Wilson and Coach Lewis have been there at the Little Debbie eating contest every year. They both have got some wins in the championship, with their massive frames. It's easy for them to kind of win. But I mean, they do other eating competitions as well. So that was like, I think the final touch is that sponsorship. So really that's what it is. And I know a lot of people are looking at like Ernest Suggs got us to this point, and it's kind of like a slap in the face maybe, but believe you me, I've talked to him, I've talked to his family. We're going to be redshirting him this year. He can focus on other things. He was a little bit upset when it first came around, but he is the guy that's going to be our quarterback going forward. But it was a team decision. We still got Frank Dahl. He's a good, really solid backup, got a good amount of playing time his freshman year. So we're really happy with what we got going forward. And really, it was a big year for the transfer portal for us. We got a lot of offensive linemen, which we desperately needed to kind of shore up. We lost quite a few guys. We had to get some new receivers, losing Chapman. So, we got Jeremiah Smith. We got Larry Funk obviously coming in. He's shown a lot of promise in spring practice, and obviously, we got a few more weeks before the season starts. Carlos, again, doing his thing. We got a lot of good players coming in. We got some guys at tight end. Got a little bit of different things going on. Von Blue, we signed him from Liberty. Running back, him and Tony Brewer, I think, are going to be a really solid unit. But to be honest, it's business as usual for us. I will see you guys in week 1. We got Southern Miss, and that's all I got for you.
All right, so that's going to do it for our off-season activities. It was a fun time. It was very nerdy. Next episode, we'll start the season. Southern Miss, hope to put them into the dirt. Send them back into the Sun Belt. We are on to bigger and better things this year. We start the year ranked 10. Wow, that kind of respect is not expected. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.